When I first started thinking about my global issues project, I had a really hard time because it was hard for me to connect my values that I've been developing and realizing here with my home across the country, which is in a really big city, and I wasn't confident that something that I planned over here would have kind of the traction to remain stable, like when I left my hometown. So I was planning to just kind of spread the word about volunteering and lame stuff like that. I mean, awesome stuff. But then in a peace studies class, our very own David Dean was explaining how he kind of did his own global issues project of starting this program called Unity Hoops in southeast Montana on the Crow Indian Reservation. And I was really inspired by that because I've played basketball off and on my whole life. And just some background, if you don't know about it, Unity Hoops works to kind of, one of their catchphrases is from playmakers on the court to change makers in the community. And they work to bring the values of basketball, which is a really, really popular sport on the reservation, bring those values kind of into students' everyday life, because this reservation and most reservations in America, North America, are poverty-stricken and just have a really intense history of cultural oppression, and it kind of, that manifests itself into a lot of social issues among the community, like alcoholism. So I was really inspired by this because I think that like starting from the children, it's from kids 9 to 16, is a really valuable way of kind of deciding what you want your future to look like. So I wrote an article, I'm still kind of polishing it, but I wrote an article, and I'm working really hard to fundraise, and send out emails and spread the word, because I feel like it's kind of our fault almost. I mean, if your country like does something so horrible and then there's still issues about it that remain, I think it's really important to address them and rectify that. So yeah, it's a grassroots program that works with over 200, over time, it's been around for 3 years, has worked with over 200 young people, and has staff of non-Native and Crow adults. Yeah, and then just to drive home what they do, it's about kind of bringing the values of teamwork and kind of working to bring your whole community up with you rather than kind of selfish gain like basketball can sometimes involve. It just shows the kids that the things that they value on the court can also be valued in their community, and they can really be the change they want to see in their community. So yeah, and some struggles that I had was just, I'm not affiliated with this thing in any way, and it's not in my state, and it's not really physically close to me, so I had trouble kind of figuring out what I wanted to do about it. But I've started with this article and fundraising, and I hope that I have a connection with them for a while. Thank you.